Hey there, and welcome to Sunday School Simplified. If you haven't joined us before, this is where we take our Sunday school lesson and squeeze it into a short, sweet video that is good for all ages and the entire family. If you're watching this again, it's because it didn't save with sound before, so hopefully this one saves. Now, today we celebrated our Back to School Sunday with back to school ice cream sundaes. It was filled with lots of sugar, but celebration because most of our congregation, the kids, are going back to school this week and tomorrow, actually. So we just wanted to give a blessing to everyone, including administrators and support staff, even the crossing guards, just to know that you are blessed and God is with you. You may or may not know that we have been using the Bible food truck in our Sunday school series, and believe it or not, I couldn't find one for ice cream sundaes, so we just went with our scripture for the week, which if you'd like to follow along, it's Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 through 16, and it talks about faith and hope. Now, this can be a tricky, sometimes confusing thing, because sometimes people think it might be the same thing, and it's not the same thing, but they're definitely connected. So you can hope to get a good grade on your test, but if you have the faith that you will have a good grade on your test, there's a difference. And the difference is that when you just hope, I hope I get a good grade, you're not really putting any effort into it. And you're just kind of laid back thinking, well, I hope I do. But if you have the faith that you will get a good grade on that test, it's because faith is having the confidence that something will happen. Hope is wishing that something will happen. It's wishful thinking. But faith is the confidence to know that it will happen. Well, why do we have that confidence? It's Jesus. It's putting in that work. We've talked before about, if you really want to have that foundation and the relationship with God, it's putting in the work. Now, He loves us no matter what, and He forgives us for everything, no matter what. But to really have that strong foundation when things get rocky or when you are in the dark, we also leaned on John chapter 8, verse 12, when Jesus says, I am the light of the world. You will never walk in darkness because I will be with you and I will light the way. Again, that's having the faith. And how do we do that? How do we have that confidence? There are things you can do, the work you can put into. The past few weeks we've talked about is prayer. Just talk to God. Tell Him what you're worried about. Give Him your fears. Look to Him to see what you can do. And when you lighten your load, when you give that to Him, you can focus on your studies. Parents sending your kids back in these scary, often just tremendously worrying times, give that fear, those worries to God so you can focus on loving your children, being present in the moment, getting your work done that you need to do. Sure, we can hope for things, but having the faith, it can't be shaken because you have the confidence to know that it will come true with your prayers. Just give it to God and He will lead us. Jesus will lead us in the darkness. When times aren't great, there will be no darkness if you remember that He is the light. Now, as you go forth through this week, I hope that you have a healthy, happy, and blessed week as always. But especially starting back to school, I hope you guys get into the swing of things easily. I think this week, I'm pretty sure it's this week, it might have been last week, we talked about tips on making the transition for back to school easier, and quick snacks and food ideas that can make it easier too, because I know sometimes food preparation takes up a lot of time. And those are our Bite-Sized Blessings videos over on our Green Valley United Methodist Facebook page. I'd love for you to check them out. That's it for this week. I know that you are all in my prayers, and I'm with each and every one of you as Jesus is going forward this week. So we'll see you on the next one.